Hello, fellow Comic Otaku. This is JD, the Comic Otaku, and on today's blog, I'll be talking about the updates to the Otakuverse. Anyway, the Otakuverse is going to be updated with some, I'm going to shrink down the Otakuverse and everything. Just put one story and just make it and shrink down the page count so it'll be about a short comic, but it'll be a lot cheaper, and you can also buy multiples over time instead of this one big book, which ironically may be what's scaring people off from the prices. Also, I fixed the price issue. I kind of misread the thing, so yeah, and oh well. Anyway, the latest, if everyone notices I made a black and white version of it, that's because that's the piratable copy. Like, what if you scan it into a printer and it looks crappy? That's what it was supposed to be, I didn't want to keep the color in because it's going to be black and white-ish, so it just didn't look good without look good with the color, so I had to figure out ways to fix it. Anyway, yeah. I'm sad to say it did mess up some of the lettering, but other than that, it looks good. Now for pirating, and maybe a good way of getting more people, into the book. Also, now I put together a PDF, so I'll put a link to the PDF below, and you can have a copy of the piratable copy. It could be pretty cool. Anyway, next, I'm still deciding to work on my next projects, but one of my current projects I'm working on, and I'm planning it out right now, is, okay, it's Beyond's Big in Japan. That's going to be the one after Kunai and Sins of Princess Kaguya Part 2, which is still in development, which that's going to be my next project. I'm going to barrel down and try to get it done on time. Ugh. I'm thinking this one's going to take a little longer, but whatever. Anyway, yeah. So, after that is going to probably be Beyond's or maybe another short comic. Probably short comics in between Beyond's and the Kunai, just to help, create more comic books and maybe to boost up the titles. Number of titles I got, or something like that. I don't know. Okay, anyway, I'm still going to do the Sodar, the Sodar and Hyper stories. They're going to be separated from, from the main book. Look, not main book, but it's still going to be the short stories, because it's going to be retitled Shorts after, issue 3, so yeah. I'm also going to do the black and white, Renegade, piratable comic format thingy, yeah. Anyway, okay. Besides that, I've been, working on some art over time and trying to build up some artwork. It's just taking me a while. On my Instagram, I'm trying to work on as much as I can, and for Instagram and for DeviantArt, which I rarely put art on there now, but I just put some new art on there, so yeah. There's that, and oh boy. Oh man, sounds like the dog is either scratching the storm door or or it's the stove, whatever the case. Anyway, yeah. Hopefully it's just the stove. Anyway, besides that, I just found out my dad has the COVID, so please pray for him and keep him in your thoughts and prayers, okay? Anyway, well, Christmas was pretty decent, actually, and at least it wasn't as bad as the previous few Christmases, sadly. Which is sad because it was one of the rough years I've ever had, but oh well, at least it was one of the best Christmases. And one of the ones I actually felt better about. Ironically. Ugh. And that's ironic if you don't know this, but I've had very bad experiences during Christmas. Not because of gifts or anything, but because I got yelled at a lot. But anyway, by an ex-stepdad and all that bull crap. Anyway, what's next? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I can't wait to get my hands on the Jawbreakers and Expendables books. I heard they're being printed together, so that's pretty cool. And I got both books, so yeah, it's gonna be cool coming in. Oh boy. And I cannot wait till the next Common America book. Oh boy, gets launched. I don't know if I'm gonna go for the next Kickstarter version or simply wait for the indie. I'll probably just wait for the Indiegogo version, I guess. Anyway, yeah. Okay, which is sad because I like the get them from the Kickstarter version, but I guess it makes sense to just buy it off of Indiegogo. I've had problems with the Kickstarter component, but I think it's just hard to use Kickstarter for me because you gotta wait till the book's deadline, and that means you have to keep the money in your account. Oh, man, that's hard. I just rather it being taken out right away because it makes it easier on me. Oh well. Anyway, let me see. Man, this is so whack. I gotta keep thinking of to talk about. Well, actually, yeah. I'm thinking about starting a new channel, which it's still in the work in progress phase. You might see it on my channels and stuff. I might rename it again just to... I don't know. I'm still working out what the channel's going to be, but I'm thinking about making it into a different kind of channel feel, like a review of comics, toys, and stuff related to the Transformers franchise. But I don't know if that's going to last long. I'll probably just check the view count once it gets started, but yeah. Anyway, yeah, but yeah, this is me just announcing that I'm working on a new channel, that I want to do for a while. I wanted to do a Gunpla channel, but I just can't see me doing it full time, so I figured Transformers is easier because they're cooler, and well, not as cool as Gunpla, but I don't know. I just felt it's a little easier to do Transformers, and my first reviews is going to be the Earthrise Megatron and the Earthrise Optimus Prime together, just to see if that would work. So anyway, guys, what's next? Oh yeah, I heard rumors they're gonna. I think I just saw the version of Megatron from that character selects, and they did G2 Megatron. I saw they modified him where he has this kind of peg on his shoulder, where you can peg his gun at, and actually peg guns. I thought it was on the main version, but it wasn't. Well, that was pretty cool. What they did, thought it was pretty neat. I always wanted the G2 Megatron, never got him for some freaking reason. Oh well. I got the G2 Optimus Prime, the G1 reissue version, and a few other Optimuses, probably the Combat Hero Optimus Prime, but whatever. I think I lost that one. Anyway, yeah. I might just review most of my Earthrise stuff and Netflix stuff I've picked up, and then, put out the video later on. Also, I hope you guys like this, but I'm going to tell you something else. Okay, man. Well, I might be able to fill up the time frame. Okay, yeah. Also, I just been working on some comic books and a little bit of creative drought, and thing, computer's acting up now, and just trying to be stupid. Anyway, I'm working out a new book, called, what was it called again? Oh! Yeah. I know what this one's going to be called again. I'm going to create a new book, and, it's, well, not create a new book, but, oh, man. God, the idea of one. Oh, yeah, I'm continuing the Next Gen story. I'm still working on his planning, too, so, Stupendous Next Gen Issue 3 will come out soon, and it'll be the conclusion of that storyline. Also introduces a new mysterious character called Bill Bridges, who's going to be this kind of Cable-ish character. I won't spoil even further, but he's pretty cool. Also, I hope you guys enjoy the cool fight between Next Gen and Tarax. I think that's how I pronounce his name. Tarax or Tarax, whatever. He's like a techno-organic version of Venom, So, yeah, kind of fits in Next Gen's wheel horse and stuff. Also, he has this kind of nanotech armor, but let's just say it's not going to last long after this storyline. But some of his technical capabilities might actually be integrated into the next Gen suit. Kind of a hyper prototype system, but yeah. Let's just say Jake makes a better version of that suit that doesn't rely on nanotech later on, Anyway, okay. And I'm currently designing it. Oh boy. And I think I accidentally designed it this early morning when drawing a Spider-Man Next Gen piece. So, yeah, that'd be pretty cool to look at. And, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, anyway, I can't wait till Changeling 2 gets his first Kickstarter out. Or hopefully they do it Indiegogo too. Because I like the Changeling comic. I don't know why. I just like the story. And I finally got the first issue in physical, which I did pledge for the digital when it came out, but yeah. I'm thinking about pledging for the deductibles if I can figure out some stuff. So, yeah. I've already pledged for the digital, but I'm thinking about getting also the physical, too. I don't know yet, but, yeah. Sensei Canales is also attached to the deductible, so I want to get that book very much. I might actually try to get my hands on the $50 version of the, pledge to get both books. Hopefully they still got enough of them left. Ugh. If not, I'm probably just going to get the second issue and try to see if I can find it down. Oh god. What the hell am I talking about? Those books are astronomically expensive. Oh well. Anyway, yeah. Also, I don't know. It's kind of weird. We're living in crazy times when the people finally get fed up with the government that they storm a Capitol building. I'm not going to say my point of view on it, but that's just... We're living in crazy times, man. Oh boy. And, yeah. Also, oh boy. I just want to see some good comics from Marvel and DC, but sometimes, man, I'm probably just going to have to just skip all their books till, next month. I mean, not next month. Probably a couple of months from now. Iron Man's probably going to be the only one I'll be buying. Or Spider-Man. I'm just kind of curious how they're going to build up to the high-tech suit. And also, yeah. Who is your next, okay. Oh, man, I might just end this at the 20, man, I'll probably just, okay. Well, anyway, right now I'm kind of writing plots and story ideas. Yes, for the Next Gen. One of them I actually wrote for is like a short comic. It's called The Abyss Lurkin. It's kind of like a It's a kunai story, but let's just say usually it's made from a different kind of cosmic horror kind. But not like it's cosmic horror, but you know what I mean, right? It's kind of funny kind of story that's disturbing. Urban, and yeah. And I'm actually currently writing plot treatment so I can have plenty of story material, because right now I used up all my story material. Yeah. Oh, well, actually, the beginning of last year with the COVID, I kind of went a little bit over excited about creating comics, and I may have wasted all my ideas that I was going to use and develop. So basically, I'm trying to build up new ideas and stuff, and trying to write story plot treatments so I can have enough stuff to work on. Oh boy. And right now my mind is just so blank on stories whenever I try to draw, is that I'm in order to cover, in order to get over that writer's block, I decided to write down stuff. Ironic, right? Sometimes I just draw stuff right away because it's a lot faster and easier on me, and I can just think of what the story goes out from there on the thumbnail paper. But I draw big thumbnails, but here I have to literally draw dozens of different story drawings and stuff. I don't draw very tiny because I used to, but I don't know. It gets a little bit mixed up, and I don't know how to explain it, but when I look back at the old thumbnails, I couldn't recognize anything. So it may have been just at the time kind of thing, so I had to work very fast. But yeah. Anyway, the next story is pretty much in the book is going to be about oh crap. I just lost my train of thought. Sorry. Anyway, I can't wait till some of these G.I. Joe classic figures come out. I'm just going to call them classics and not retros, because it sounds better, a better name for them. I mean, seriously. Why call them retro if you don't have the O-ring? But then again, maybe there was a reason behind that. Or maybe because they're just trying to reuse all their already existed molds that were there, and maybe some of the old, the original, O-ring designs are no longer in existence. Or maybe they do have the molds, it's just, maybe there was a safety hazard with using those. Who knows, right? But who knows? But hey, at least it gives people another chance to get those special molds without forking over the big amount of change, the big amount of cheddar cheese, if you know what I mean. So I guess it's kind of an easier option for some people. Also, who does not want more figurines? Anyway, they also did some better paint apps and stuff, and I heard they'd probably fix some of the engineering, so maybe there are improvements. Well, Batman has pretty much been a cool comic, and if anyone notices, I did take a few elements from that first issue with James Tynion's run, because basically that's what it started off, was just a fight. That very fight scene, I actually used that as my basis for the story of, of it. It started off with just me drawing the fight sequence, and then it just built up and become a story. Because I had these ideas, and I thought, what the heck, couldn't I apply the stories in my head into this story that I did accidentally drew? And yeah, I did. And yeah, I guess that's how The Sins of Princess Kagula started off, was that I was working on this story about, this simple fight scene for practice, and it just became an actual story. Ironic. Anyway, yeah. And as for COVID, as the COVID conspiracy or the Reborn story, basically that was from an idea I had earlier about, a conspiracy with the COVID. I just thought, well, okay, I'm stuck in here because of COVID. What do I do? Then I figured, why not make COVID kind of like a semi-villain, a side villain in a story about robots and stuff? And that's actually how that story came to be, and I kept developing it. I thought, okay, what if it's like a, Terminator scenario, And it's pretty cool. And I kind of like that. So that's what gave me the idea to make it into a story. Besides, I was stuck inside when COVID was out, so I figured, okay, it makes the perfect villain. And also makes a perfect explanation. It's like Jake trying to go through a conspiracy, and I like stories like that have conspiracies in them. So, yeah. Anyway, yeah, I like X-Files and stuff, so that's what the idea was. And also, I just put the nanotech suit. Maybe Jake's trying to recover from what happened to him in, okay, what's that storyline I created? Oh, yeah. The storyline was called Brown Mountain Madness. Yeah. Anyway, I'm just going to end this on a short note, but yeah, I didn't get to 30, but at least I got to 20. Sort of. 21 or whatever. Anyway, peace out, my fellow comic otaku, and also keep reading comics, and peace out. Bye.